Vincent Gray is running his campaign on leadership, integrity, and character. Let's take a look at another reason why we should question his sincerity. Well, just like the summer jobs were cut, Vince Gray in this instant took action that outraged the African American community and then pointed his finger at Mayor Adrian Fenty.
Have y'all been to meet with anybody in the mayor's office? Are you all going to take them over there, Mom?
Oh, yeah.
Well, I suggest you do, because 60% of the money, and again, I think the mayor did the responsible thing. I don't criticize him for that. But just excuse me. I don't criticize him for that, because something had to be done to find where you close a $340 million gap. Now, I have said about earmarks repeatedly that they should not be the lifeblood of an organization's existence. You cannot rely on consequences to the District of Columbia are greater. If we borrow money, we are the only state in the nation that has to pay it all back within 2 years. And where would we get it from? We're the only state in the nation where the Congress sits up there and approves our budget. We're the only place in the nation where a control board will come back as soon as we have a budget deficit. So, at the end of the day, I'd say the following. One, what we were left with when we got it was $8.8 million out of 20, because the rest of it had already been cut. And again, I'm gonna say this, I think the mayor had no choice. I think he did the right thing in cutting 60% out. But just so, for factual purposes, just so you all know, that's all was left by the time it got back to us. And in trying to close that gap, we had to find $340 million. Did anybody want to do that? Of course.
Now remember, Vince Gray is running his campaign on leadership, integrity, and character. Now you just heard him say he eliminated earmarks not because of scandals on the council under his watch, but because of budget restraints. Now listen carefully and you'll hear that's not true.
To leave people with the impression that there's no money being spent on these issues. That is not true, and you know it's not true.
You're not listening to what I'm saying.
I am listening to what you're saying.
So you go from a budget that's supporting people dealing with gangs and crews and parents in the city.
There's still gang money being put into the city.
The $1 million, that's for...
It's $2 million.
Well, $2 million. I know it's $1 million going to Ward 5, which ain't going to no organizations who doing the work over there. Just like...
They
competitively bidded the money and gave a collaborative that's working over their money. We send children to the collaborative over there, and they refuse to work with children who they consider violent, but they get the funding. So my whole thing is,
that's contradiction.
but that's contradiction. That's a contradiction, though.
I said it's $2 million gang money.
In conclusion, you have witnessed Vince Gray mislead the people by saying he eliminated earmarks because of budget constraints in September of 2009. But then months later gave Harry Thomas Jr. a $1.3 million earmark for gang intervention, which he then in turn used to help friends. A golfing buddy got $125,000, and another friend used $125,000 on a one-day musical event. Please read the Mike DeBone City Paper article on Harry Thomas and Vince Gray earmarks to verify.